Hello, Afterglow. Hmm. I haven't used my voice yet today, really. Hmm. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well today. This lovely, lovely Thursday. Good to see ya. Thanks for being here for every Outer Wilds stream. Talkie warm-ups, yeah. Well, this is it today. I feel pretty confident in saying that. I'm adjusting my microphone. There we go. I have had many epiphanies, or one major epiphany while I wasn't streaming, where I think I kind of figured out what it is I need to do. I'm like pretty confident in that. We'll test that theory, we'll talk about it. But before we do that, I think since I'm confident in this being the end of Outer Wilds, I'm going to just go take care of this one thing first. On my favorite planet, the Giant's Deep. Because I'm aware this is how we meditate, this is the thing that I need to get for myself, which at this point probably isn't really even relevant anymore. I mean, we're at the end of the game, so it's not like I have to do this, but I just figured we might as well see it and just see what it's about, you know? Just cause why not? And then we'll make our way to the stranger and talk about the thing that I have realized in the time that I was not streaming. If I can find Giant's Deep. Hello, Ventura. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. Good to see you too. Hello. Hello. Gabbro, that's what we need to see. I love the pet emote. That's like my favorite emote from Poppin'. It's so cute. I keep talking about getting animated emotes. I think if I ever were to animate ones that I already have or something, I would definitely do that for the pet, because I think that would be really cute. You got a few? Mm-hmm. Where are you, Gabbro? Must be on the other side. Also gotta hurry, because I know this island will get thrown up into the sky, and then I'll kind of be stuck here. Although, I suppose with this method, it might be fine. How do you stay so calm in the face of repeated impending death? Deep breaths. No, seriously, I meditate. Want me to teach you? It'll be the next loop before you know it. Sure, why not? Okay, close your eyes. Oh. So... Oh, I see. That's cool. That's a nice little, like, quality of life feature. Neat. Alright, well, if we feel as if we still need that, then you've got it at least for the end of the game. So, I guess that's something. You found it handy? Yeah. Well, I've definitely, like, restarted the game before as is, so I definitely would have found it handy, like, a lot earlier on, probably. But, oh well. We've made our way around just fine. My way works too, yeah. It just takes a little longer. It's gonna be sad to be done with this game. Gosh. I'm like thinking about it. I've been thinking about it all week. I've been a little like reluctant in a way. Actually, let's go up here. I'll talk about the thing that I learned, by the way. I'm just sort of getting here first. Here we go. Okay, so here's the thing. So I realized some stuff. We're trying to get into the sarcophagus, right? That's sort of the end goal. I think that is definitely what the end of this DLC will entail, is opening that, taking off the seals. I think that was sort of obvious. That was definitely like the big mystery that remains unsolved. It's at the center of this whole thing, so it just sort of makes the most sense. Now, the last stream, when I tried to unlock them, I have gotten one seal so far, yes. And the thing is, the thing that I did to do that was... where is it? Where can I look at these? Let's see, I think it's gonna be like in these ones, potentially? No, although this is relevant, but let's start with... Which one is it? This one, I think it would be. Yeah, this one. So, the thing that I realized is all these locations I've visited, these places I have investigated that's in this virtual world this civilization has created, is that they all have a major rule or a secret that they unveiled to us. And this was the first one that I actually tried to do, where it basically showed us that as we're transitioning to a new location while riding this raft, we can jump off and it'll take us somewhere else. It takes us into the center of the place that the sarcophagus is in. And in doing so, we can make our way around to the island that one of the seals is on to remove it. And so the next thing I did is I tested this one, where you set down the lantern and you walk away from it, and then you sort of see behind the curtain into the simulation that is going on. Like, you see this world for what it really is, basically. And in doing that, I realized there were platforms leading up to one of the other seals. Now, I tried to platform across it, although frankly, I think I just messed up. I'm gonna double check this. This is gonna be the thing that I go do first, is to see if I can actually make my way to that seal or not with this information. I have a feeling I should be able to. I think I maybe just sort of messed up last time. I just sort of did it poorly. And the reason I feel confident in this is because the more that I thought about this, the more that I thought about these rules that they have been showing us, I started realizing that I think each of these rules is integral to figuring out how to unlock each seal of the sarcophagus. And the big epiphany that I had then related to this one right here, where the rule that they're showing here is any time those bell towers start to, they start making their noise, and you wait long enough, it wakes you up. There are bells in the real world that start signaling for you to wake up, and it allows you to leave that world. However, it does not work on corpses. It does not work on people that are already dead. They will continue to be in this world because obviously they do not have a body to go back to. And what's interesting about this that I realized is the other seal that I have been struggling to figure out how to even get around seemingly has no way to get through it because of the bell towers that are guarding it. Because I can't turn off the light source that is coming through the ceiling. There's no way for me to just, block that hole off and then turn off my lantern so they don't see me, because they react to light. So, I realized, oh, well, just like the other two, this is trying to show me something important. This is trying to tell me this is a rule that will help me with something, which in this case, I think is saying I need to be dead in reality to reach this other seal, because if I'm dead, I can cross that bridge without waking up. And so then, based off of this, I'm pretty confident this is how we do it. This is how we remove all the seals. We follow these rules. They each show us a specific way to get one of these seals, because each seal correlates to one of these rules. So that's what I realized. And we're gonna check on this now. The first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna see if I can actually cross these platforms that show up. So then we'll see if I can cross these platforms, because that's the only one I'm unsure about. It seemed like I wasn't really able to before, but like I said, I think I just platformed poorly. I think I should be able to get across, though, if I pay a little more attention to how to actually get around it. So that's the theory we're testing. Remember how many people in chat were urging you to see what happens when you trip any alarm? You don't think I ever did? I did not. Yeah, so I pieced it together just based on that information, because it does literally, it shows the bells being rung. It shows that, what happened was there's a piece of information in my ship log that actually quite literally calls those things bell towers. I didn't know what they were, but the ship log told me, basically. And from that information, and then from this, discovery we made about the bell going off in reality, yeah, they wake you up, is what they do. That's the purpose behind them. So literally the ship log just sort of coming in clutch there, because I didn't even know what they were, really. Whoops, I need to actually go over here. They wake you up inside. Can't wake you up. Okay. So I'm going to light this place up a little bit first so I can see better. There we go. I'm gonna put this here. Oh, interesting. Now that's different, actually. This platform was down here before. I landed on platforms down here last time. I landed on this and was trying to like jump up to, I think, like that one, but I couldn't because my jump height doesn't go that high. Okay. So, valuable information nonetheless. Interesting. I wonder if, in some way, it relates to where I put this. Do I remember what's different between then and now? No, that didn't seem to do anything. Well, okay, so we have... I wonder if we wait a little bit. Maybe wait a little bit later in the loop, possibly? Oh, yeah, because the water will drain from the bell. Or rather, no, the water won't drain from the bell, but the bell will, like... The dam breaks. So that's interesting. But I wonder... Because I think that was sort of something I did near the end. Like, the platform just starts down here instead. I don't know if that helps me necessarily. Also, some of these aren't lit up. Oh, because they're the candles. I see. Oh. Oh, I can't extinguish those, though. Yeah, that doesn't do anything either. Okay, I think what we're doing is we're waiting for that to... the water. I guess... If that's the theory I want to test, I could just sleep through this, I suppose. How long does this take? Where's the dam at right now? Is it getting close? It's the bell thing above you? Yeah. Yeah. No, it is really neat. Yeah, no, the mechanics behind all this is really, really cool. I've been nerding out about that a lot. Let's see, where's it at? It's starting to break. Oh yeah, it's probably pretty close now, right? We could sleep through it, I think. If they weren't so quick to blow out your fire, you want to be their friend? Yeah. It's interesting because they do seem inherently friendly. The fact that they just blow out the flame and they don't like really attack you, unless you don't have it on you, because then they do attack you, which is interesting. That is what happened to me when I didn't have my lantern on me. Let's just give it like another minute, shall we? Maybe a couple more minutes. Can we hear the noises while we're sleeping? Probably not. You could show me something neat about the dam while I'm waiting if I like. You can share it in the Discord if you want. I don't know if I'll necessarily check at this moment, but I just slept through it. Assuming I waited long enough. Let's see. Ow. No, I didn't wait long enough. Okay. What? Oh. I see. Oh my gosh. It wasn't the dam. Oh, you're right. Oh, I left myself less time by doing that. Oh no. Okay. You know what, in that case? Oh shoot. Wait, how do I get back up there? There it is. I think we just test the other theory right now. Oh, I'd messed around with the code machine before putting my artifact down. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. I'm glad I didn't remember that though. I think that was maybe a little too big of a hint when you were asking me if I remembered what was different last time. I'm glad that I didn't realize. Okay. Oh shoot, it disappears here too. Okay. Well, I mean... Pause. Oh, yep. Yeah. I'm a genius. I feel so smart for putting this together. I kind of wish I had realized it while I was streaming. In a way, it's a little unfortunate. I almost feel like I should have tried to stop myself from thinking about this off stream, but... oh well. Oh, that's funny. I don't even hear it. Yeah. There we go. No brain to process sound. That's such a cool detail. Yeah, you're so right. Okay, well... I know I've kind of trapped myself now. I know we're not gonna be able to remove that. I do just sort of have to, like... well, or do I? You know what? If that worked that way, I'm actually curious. Let's just see real quick. I don't think this will work. I'm pretty sure it won't, but if... perhaps if this were to move the raft? Maybe? No, maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think this was gonna work. Yeah, like this doesn't really do anything. Okay, I just had to check. In that case, actually, we just jump off. Which means we're dead, but it's fine. Yep. Hi, Dusky. Hello. Also, Sparky, thank you for the hydrate. I will take that sippy. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that was a decently long loop. I'm okay with the fact that we reset, because this gives us more time to actually do the things that we need to. So we start with the other one first. We start with the one where we have to jump off the raft. That's what we do. Must have been thinking about Outer Wilds a lot in the days between stream. So what happened is, and I could even take a photo of it if you wanted me to. I literally, like, before I reached the conclusion that I did, it wasn't like I just spontaneously remembered all this and then, like, pieced it together that fast. It was late at night, and I spent like an hour thinking about Outer Wilds and nothing else, because I was trying so hard to figure out what I was supposed to do. Because I was just worried. I was worried about starting the next stream and taking a really long time to piece it together, which obviously would not have been the case, because here I was, you know, I figured it out in like an hour of just thinking about it intensely. So clearly, it would have been fine. I would have gotten it on stream, but I digress. Before I reached that conclusion, though, I was looking at the codes that I had, the one from the gorge and the dam. And I was just like, okay, if the game's not giving me codes for these other ones, maybe there's a code within these codes. So I had this row of sticky notes still on my bookshelf that's above my desk. And I literally just, like, was rewriting the codes that I had and trying to figure out, like, new codes from them. I put little, like, arrows on them, like reverse arrows, to be like, well, maybe I flip them, and then maybe I use these two codes and I start swapping the codes around, and then now, like, this code becomes this, and then I can flip this code, and then that also turns it into this, and then I can swap it with the other one again, and then, like, I was coming up with a ton of combinations, because I was thinking, well, okay, maybe there is a code within one of these codes, or both, for the bridges that I seemed unable to cross. So I was starting there, and then I spent a decent amount of time on that, and then what inevitably happened was I just began thinking more and more about it, and I sort of had my, you know, as people have seen a couple of times on stream now, I had my moment where I just, like, gasp aloud, because I'm like, I realized something! Wait a minute, this and this and this, and such and that info, and this detail, and this secret, and blah blah blah, and then I like, you know, the gears start turning, and then that propels the train of thought forward, and then eventually I wind up at my destination, where I've just, like, figured it out in such confidence that I have, like, zero doubt about the solution. So yeah, it's not like I got there super quick or anything. I legit was thinking about it the whole day after stream, and then I dedicated a whole hour at night, because I had nothing better to do, just thinking about this game, trying to figure it out. So yeah. That's what happened. I almost, that same night, made a post to my gaming channel, because I was gonna, like, talk about it there, and I was gonna spoiler the whole thing, but, like, I figured maybe it would have been better in the moment to, like, discuss everything that had just happened in the last, like, hour or so that I'd been thinking about it. Unfortunately, as I was trying to do that, I fell asleep in the middle of it, and then by the next day I was like, well, at this point, you know, I stream in like a day and a half, I might as well just kind of wait for stream, and I can talk about it there and sort of go over the whole thing, you know. Because whether I made that post or not, I was gonna do that regardless. So that's not the right one. Where's the raft at? Actually, was this a good place to go? Maybe not. Impressed that you figured out the third bridge without ever seeing the alarm clock in action yourself. Sincerely, I chalk that up to the fact that the ship log straight up called them bell towers. Because I saw the bell above the campfire every time. It's not like that was a detail I missed. I never, like, called it out or was like, that's a bell. But just between the bell towers and also that piece of information that literally shows the bell above the fire being rung, and like the waves being sent and everything. It doesn't look like a bell that we recognize by shape, but it shows it. It shows it in that piece of information I got. It literally shows like it being smacked. It shows it acting like a bell and sending like a signal into the virtual world and everything. So, and then a separate piece of information called those towers bell towers. So it was just like, okay, this is signaling something because they are tripping the alarm, basically, that they have set up in their, like, simulation world. So, that's what happened. That's where that came from. It's just the ship log kind of, like, telling me things in better detail than I realized myself. You're surprised they're named bell towers? You don't recall that? I could go back. Well, actually, at this point, I don't know if I will be able to go back. I could go back, potentially, and show the log that I'm talking about. If I can find it. Because I know I've seen it. I know I specifically, like, saw that bit of information. You trust me? Oh, it's not that. I'm just like, now I'm like... I like know I saw that info, but I am thinking about it. I'm like, oh, but like, did I see that info? You know what I mean? You know when you see something, but then it's been like a week since you've looked at it, and so now you're like second guessing. You're like, did my brain make that up, or did I actually see it? Now I'm wondering. Now I'm like, now I want to check, because now I'm like, wait. I'm like 99% sure this is information I saw, but I don't know. Oh, that's not the right one. Where is it? Is it, it's over here. There we go. Also, I was right in that the little, like, vertical puzzles there were, in fact, red herrings. You do technically mess with one of them. You do use one of them, but you don't find a code to use it. It's not like you find the seal code to activate it. You literally just... the codes are all burnt, yeah. So this being here is just a red herring for making you think you need to find them. And also because it makes sense that they're here, because there were codes. There just aren't codes anymore. So that also is why those are there. But I also think it is acting a little bit as a red herring. A little bit of a distraction from what you're actually supposed to do. Now, technically, I could go back into that same place, since I have to die at this point anyway, but... You know... Man, I'm like paranoid now. I do just want to look, to be honest. I'm like, did my brain make that up, actually? Like, there's no way. But I don't know. Yeah. Actually, no, I think I'm remembering, because what it is that the cove, specifically, in the description of it, it, like, mentions, like, a watch, like a bell tower being at the center. I think. I'm curious. I'm genuinely curious. I'm, like, I don't fully remember what I read, so I actually do just want to check. We have time to check, so I'm gonna check. This has nothing to do with anyone else. This is literally me just being obsessed over information. Okay, so I think... Starlight Cove. It was in here, right? Secluded village nestled within a cave. Oh. Oh, yeah. See, there it is. Okay, so it didn't explicitly call it a bell tower, but it says guarded by a statue that activates an alarm bell when it sees me. And then between that and what? It's here, I think. Is it this one? Or is this the... No, that's this one. No, it's this one. One in the center here. Oh, duh. Oh, that's funny. It even is, like, linked to, like, that place specifically. But yeah, so then between this, which literally shows the whole thing about, like, dying and that being how you enter the world, like, you can die and enter the other realm. Because that shows that in, like, the latter half here, because they take someone here that's, like, elderly or something. They die. Like, no, they draw their last breath, and then they're within the radius of the fire. They lose their signal, but then they still get sent there. Yeah. And then this showing that being rung and sending the signal to wake them up. So yeah. You misunderstood. You thought you meant the place with all the skeletons were called bell towers. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, no. Oh, I'm glad I checked then, I guess. I'm glad I clarified that bit. And that I also did not somehow, like, misremember or make up that information. I knew I didn't, but it felt like a thing that my brain could have done, that it just somehow, like, did that by itself. You know what I mean? Not because I was trying to, like, I don't know, make up anything, but just that my brain sometimes will do things like that, I feel like. Where it's like, oh yeah, this and this happened, and then turns out not actually. I just realized I want to be up there. Because I need to go to the bell. Oh gosh, sorry, I have quite the frog in my throat or something. Shoot. There we go. So, here we go. This is gonna be it right here. I mean, right? We're gonna be entering inside of the sarcophagus. Although, not that that's necessarily the end of the game. Because interestingly, it is a question mark on our info log. And the Eye of the Universe was never like a question mark on our info log. And that didn't get updated when we found it, because obviously it's like we like go back to the game as if we hadn't explored it yet. So I don't know, maybe this might actually be a whole separate thing here. And this is being a little bit frustrating. Okay. I have maybe screwed myself, actually. Please, I don't want to go all the way around. I don't want to do the loop. No! You're stuck on mobile. Hello, Delta. I understand how that feels. I am stuck on mobile most of the time because I am not home on my computer most of the day, unless I have an off day. Is it quicker to go up and around, or is it quicker to just follow the raft down? I don't know. It's probably quicker just to go that way, actually. Or I wake up and instinctively grab my phone and lay in bed. I mean, I do that. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Cool. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Who said I was just gonna solve this puzzle in one go, right? Of course not. You got voluntold to run some errands exactly in time to miss this starting. Ooh boy, do I know how that is. Yep. Yeah. Oh, that's okay. I appreciate you being here, though. I appreciate you stopping in for a moment, saying hi. I'm sure we'll be live for a while. I mean, here we are an hour in, and I knew what to do, but we still haven't done it yet, so... if that tells you anything about how long it's actually gonna take for me to get anywhere, then, you know... to try to convince me to delay? No! What? I didn't want to wait any longer. I was too eager to play this. I don't want to wait. Although we're sadly finishing, and that is just kind of the worst part. Playing this game has been like everything. It's gonna be sad to actually be done with it. Hello, Pounds. Hello, hello. Outer Wilds. Yes, indeed. Hello, hello. Welcome on in. How are you? You're sleepy. Oh. I'm also sleepy. Have you seen how much I'm yawning right now? My goodness. You think I get enough sleep on these weekends that I have, but for some reason it's like I don't. Today's particularly worse. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ooh, you know what I did, though? I made my eye appointment. So that I can actually get glasses. Because I've needed glasses for a very long time. And I set up my appointment for the 14th. I don't know why I was just like randomly reminded of that, but that is something I did. And don't worry, they will be big, circular, silver-rimmed glasses, just like the ones that I have here. Hell yeah. You also got circular glasses, but they're just black? Oh, I see, I see. We're gonna have to get foxes to bully you playfully into taking more selfies. Oh my gosh. Wait, did you see the one that foxes got me to share? Oh my god, you... Hi, foxes. You can't say that name in my chat, Sparky. What were you thinking? you were just already here? Aw. Hi. Hi, foxes. Well, thank you. You came at a lurk. Of course. Okay. We need to... Whoop. Oh. Wow. Okay. Foxes. Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. I am your sub, it's true. These are indeed facts, actually. Oh my god. Sorry if I'm like a little low energy, by the way. It doesn't feel like I'm low energy, but I feel like I am. Just a little bit. Oh, I saw space for a second. That was weird. Oh no, does it... Wait. I didn't think that through. Well, like I said, just because we know the solution doesn't mean we're gonna solve it. The build up to this is insane. I'm just edging all of you, that's what I'm doing. Anyway, hello, Pounds. Hello. Hello, hello. Thank you for redeeming that ref. I don't know if you're familiar with rough protocol, but I zoom in on my model like this, give you a little bit of a close-up. I get a little bit closer to the microphone. Little bit closer. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. Get a little bit closer to the microphone, and I say, hello, Pounds. Thank you so much for being here today. Thanks for being the cool, wonderful person that you are, because I know you are. I see you in VR. I know you're a mutual friend of all these other lovely individuals that I am very close to. So, I've only heard good things about you. And you should talk to me more. The next time you see me and you're in VR, talk to me more. Come over to me and be like, hello, Silver. And I'll be like, hello, Pounds. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, woof. Oh, woof. Oh, woof. Oh, woof. There you go. That's a rough. And I'll take that hydrate too. Thank you. Also, Kay, I know you've been here, but I don't think I said hi to you when you came in, so hello, Kay. Actually, is it Kay or is it Kai? Kai. Just curious. Like Kay? Okay. Just wanted to check. Just, even though the AE ligature is supposed to be like Kai, I'm the one who's wrong. Oh, I see. You end up being too shy to say hi? Oh my goodness, no. Okay, here's what I'll do, is I'll approach you and I'll say hi instead. Don't even worry about it. I'll get you. You're a good friend of some very lovely people that I am also very good friends with. You shush. No. Oh my gosh. Honestly. Just loom over him and pin him down, then he has no choice but to talk with you. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. True. I Fen. How are you doing, Fen? Hello, hello. Oh, woof. Oh, woof, Fen. Oh, woof. Arf. That's how you do it, right? Arf. Doing alright here? Oh, good. Glad to hear it. Arf. Okay. Third time's a charm, right? We do it right this time. Maybe actually make progress, since we literally haven't done that in the last, like, hour. Well, that's not true. We've made progress in the sense that we understand how that platform puzzle works. But, that's about it, though. You got this? Hell yeah, thank you. do got this. I believe in myself. I believe I can fly. Okay. Go like this. Take you over here. There we go. Dude, that music still gives me creeps. That music gives me the Jeepers Creepers. You know what? Actually, here's my problem, is I just don't need to take the raft over yet. I could die, and then I could do this. Right? How's the loots going this time? Well, hopefully this time's the charm as far as figuring out this puzzle is concerned. Because I know the solution, I just keep screwing it up. Gotta admire the sheer willpower of the hatchling to just stand on the fire like that. Yeah, honestly. Yeah, no, actually, though, because nothing in the game ever made you intentionally have to die like that. So, to reach a point where you very specifically need to do that to yourself to solve a puzzle is, I don't know if I would have the gall to do that personally. That's kind of intense. It does defy almost every game norm. It really does, but I love it for that. This puzzle is so cool. Like, I just want to say, this is the thing about me having not, like, figured this out while I was streaming, is that you missed the insane realization I had and how, like, blown away and just, like, out of my mind I was about this whole thing. Because I was doing, like, tappies on my desk, you know, out of, like, excitement. Because this whole thing was so freaking cool. Did the thought come to me later off stream? It did, unfortunately. Yeah. And I explained why. I explained how I, like, reached the conclusions that I have and everything, but it's because I thought too hard about this game. I stopped to that last stream, and then I just thought about this game the whole day, and then later that night I had nothing better to do, and so I just tried to, like, figure it out for, like, an hour, what exactly I needed to do. Fire intense definitely sounds like camping. Oh yeah, for sure. Well, that's kind of eerie. It just doesn't even, there's no special sound. The game doesn't go, whoa, you unlocked it. Oh shit, it only took one turn. Oh, there's no light anymore. That's... Whoa. What? Oh. This is where... Yep, I thought so. Uh-huh. Oh. You... Oh. Who are you? Oh. Damn, they kept him that tightly sealed for that? I mean, I guess I get it, because, like, that obviously was, like, a really... This was, like, the whole point of why they did all of this, but still... Oh. Oh. my god. Oh, is that us? Oh. You're so cute. I love you. No! Oh, no! Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I met one of the stranger's inhabitants who was imprisoned within the vault. The prisoner showed me a vision revealing the actions they took that resulted in their eternal confinement. I used the vision torch to share my knowledge of the solar system's history with the prisoner. So, we have to do that again. 4th time's a charm, right? Right? Go to the canyon campfire for this. Yeah. I will admit, I just didn't think of that. For some reason, I forgot. Cause see, I thought, oh, I'm dead now, so now obviously it's not an issue. Even though literally, that doesn't make any sense, because what's the thing that I literally did to, like, investigate one of the areas? I waited for that spot to flood so that they could all disappear. So clearly I knew how that worked, but I just forgot that that's how that worked, because that's the kind of person I am. In case that much isn't obvious, I think I said this last stream, how I can actually be such a scatterbrain sometimes. Yeah. Clearly I'm built different. Yeah. It's fine to go there for the raft bit. Like, that's okay. To take care of the raft puzzle. But yeah, I'll go to, like, the bell itself when I, the bell? The bell, chat. Taco Bell? We'll go to Taco Bell after I finish with the raft puzzle. And then, we'll get ourselves, you know, a bean burrito, a steak quesadilla, and we'll just have a nice chat with the prisoner, right? That's what we do. technically have the codes now? What? I do? No. I don't think so. Okay, don't worry. We're only going here for the raft part. Don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. That's it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna die at this campfire. Or so I say. No. The third time was supposed to be the last time. I'm not gonna do that again. Thanks for sticking with me through this very scuffed journey to get inside of this thing. We love scuffed streams, don't we? Okay. We will turn this one off, and then we'll turn the platform one off. And then we'll go to the bell. The song that plays while I share my info with the prisoner gives a lot of emotions. It's funny because I feel like it should have, but I didn't quite hit that point myself. But I don't at all blame you for feeling that way. I think part of it is I was kind of anxious because as soon as someone said that I had a limited amount of time, I realized what they were talking about, and so I was concerned. Oh, I can just... There we go. It's a cool way to summarize the story, too. It is, yeah. Okay, where's a raft so that I don't die on the river rapids? Or I could just do this. I could just go around. That was you? Oh, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I did not think that through all the way. The bell is definitely like the safest place to go, though. Also the quickest, just as far as getting to that location is concerned. this way, please? Or no, I don't. I'm trying to take myself to the gorge by going that way. That's not necessary. I can just go this way. There we go. Thank goodness these things don't, like, break upon impact, you know? Like, if you run into a rock, they don't just totally get torn to shreds. That would suck. Built grandma tough. Yeah. Free 1.9 Minecraft boats. Oh man, is that the truth? I know exactly what you're talking about. I like effectively stopped using boats when that happened. Because it was just like, what's even the point? Like, the littlest thing would just... It felt so much easier to get around on foot. Gives you 2 twigs and regret. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Much more time this time, chat. Now we'll actually get all the information we need. How exciting, right? I'm actually curious if there is an end to this DLC. Because now that I think about it, this might not be an ending necessarily if you consider that this is really just like a separate thing. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Also, nice of them to give this prisoner, like, a view, you know? Like, honestly, as far as a prison goes, kinda nice. They gave them the ability to stargaze, at least, yeah. That's kinda nice. That's like, they've got some heart in them a little bit. Even though they still sunk him to the bottom of the river in a giant bell in a sarcophagus that goes super duper deep underground in another reality. Right? It's the little things. Why can't I do that? I can't light those. How do you do that? We need to watch the cutscene again, but I already cried enough. I'm sorry! I know, it's kind of... it's kind of funny. That's fine. Now I can appreciate this and not be super stressed out because we're gonna like we're gonna die or something. Well, we're already dead. The loop will restart. Don't have to worry about the loop restarting. 4th time's a charm. Also, I'm hot, so I'm going to take the hoodie off. Motifs in the song after this, it's really beautiful. I will. I recognize these, but I can't, like, pinpoint the names of them. Hi. Okay. Oh. Wait. What? Oh, that was weird. It, like, got stuck on that frame. Only one thing left to do now? Also, hello Reiko, hello Discorded, hello Caliph. Hello, hello. Am I forgetting anyone else? Did anyone else show up? Bashamo? I don't think I ever said hi to you officially. I know you've been here for a little bit. The realization broke you when you got to that part. Oh, the burnt out house in the virtual world, that was the prisoner's house. There's also a telescope there too. And you think a painting they did? Oh. Yeah, no, I know what house you're talking about, yeah, because I remember the painting. That's total overkill, burning the virtual house when they're already imprisoned permanently. Bitter much? Oof. So they just... I mean, they saw no reason to live. But we can never save them, though. Because the loop resets, so they just... Then they won't even, like, remember that interaction we had either. That is depressing. But we remember? Well, I mean, yeah, I guess. But still. I know that when I beat the game originally, that little exhibit that was there for the DLC just sort of said it was unresolved. So I imagine now it would say something, now that we've done that. So do we beat the game again? Is that what we do? For the sake of the prisoner and what he wanted, you gotta end the universe. Prisoner let that signal out for just a short moment, and that's when the Nomai heard it. Yeah, I realized that. And so the whole thing about them thinking that the eye didn't want to be found anymore was really just the prisoner let the signal out for a moment, and then it was sealed back up again. Now, so just curious actually. I know there's an achievement for having completely filled this out, but I still haven't done that according to that achievement. So, is there some, like, small thing that I'm missing? Is there any way someone would know what that is? Or is that just kind of, like, a lost cause a little bit? Is that gonna be really difficult to... There's some small random things to give you entries. That might just be something I have to do on my own time. I don't know if that's something I really need to worry about, like, right now. But... I don't know, I kind of want to see the whole thing filled out. Yeah, I've been to Hollow's Lantern. Yeah. Yeah, I've been everywhere. Well, yeah, I think I'll worry about that on my own time. I can sit with this game and just, yeah, enjoy doing whatever silly things I want to do, you know? I think for now we just focus on, the one thing we should do, I guess. one last time. I think we waited for how many minutes was it? Was it 3 minutes or 13 minutes? I don't think it was 3 minutes, that's too short. Isn't it? $31 minutes, yeah. Oh, about an hour? Oh, okay, What did I think of the prisoner? I think... Actually, is that enough? That might already be enough, I guess. Yeah, maybe it was only like 3 minutes. Well, or is it? I don't know. Let's just go. Prisoner was very sweet and friendly. And actually, I don't think what they were trying to do was a bad thing. Because when you think about it, it's really the same thing we were trying to do, I guess. Even though they never went to the eye themselves. I think they just wanted a new beginning. For some reason or other, they wanted the eye to be discoverable. Yeah. Pretty cool eye who kisses aliens and isn't afraid of anything. Listen, I said they were kissable. And as soon as I had the opportunity to be close to one, 100% they were. I didn't recognize that meme. need to remind myself of something real quick. Okay. Oh. I'm gonna turn my game audio up, actually. As beautiful as this track is, you've seen it freak out too many players who think they're now racing the clock. Yeah, I felt that way too before I realized what was happening. I really don't like how close I'm getting to that one. And we... Okay. We have time. Just take our time. Time. Just casual stroll. Casual stroll. We're supposed to go here this time, right? I think. I'm pretty sure. Yes. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Interesting that I always take this route. Am I able to just go there from the start? Like, do I head to that orange light right at the beginning? Because I didn't think that worked. I would think it was just the little, like, cluster of whatever it is that we see here when we pass over it. Oh, both indicators are correct? Oh. Oh, well. The more you know. Oops. Oh, you can see the thing that blocks the eye's signal from here? Really? Oh, from the vessel? Oh. Wait, I can't even see the vessel anymore, actually. From vessel or on foot? Small roaming green dot. Oh, I see the moon. Oh! Whoa! That's so cool. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh. You don't even, like, think to look for that unless you know already. That's so cool. Because it's just a dot, even if you were to, like, look around the stars, like, you probably wouldn't even, like, zero in on that. Yet another thing that was here all along. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, my neck. Oh. Scout the eye. This was so creepy the first time. Man. It's still creepy. Well, it is. Just less creepy because I actually have seen it at least once. Outer Wilds Ventures was founded by Feldspar, Gostin, Slate, and Hornfels to explore a solar system at the end of the universe. The Nomai never got to see it for themselves, but thanks to their efforts and technology, a Hearthian was able to reach the eye of the universe. The radio tower on Timber Hearth was built to receive transmissions from our deep space satellite and housed some of the last ever photos taken of the entire system. One of these photos revealed the existence of an invisible ring world inhabited by a species whose presence in our solar system was predated even the Nomai. The species traveled from a nearby star system in search of the eye of the universe, but, horrified by what they discovered, decided to block the eye signal so that no one else would ever find it. One individual, however, rebelled against the decision and was able to briefly release the eye signal back into space before being caught and imprisoned in solitude for this betrayal. At the end of its lifespan, our sun collapsed under its own gravity and then exploded in a violent supernova. Of all the life forms who will perish in the oncoming death of the universe, we will miss the anglerfish the least. Was this here last time? Is this where our scout went? Always been here? Oh, okay. So you just lose your scout. It's just gone. The Nomai who came to our solar system were following a signal from the eye of the universe. They perished when the interloper arrived, bringing with it the deadly substance we called ghost matter that flooded the entire solar system almost instantly and without warning. Bye. Say cheese! Do you hear music? It's not quite time yet. Pretty sure we'll need the others for this next part. We'll need, you know, everyone. No rush, take your time. Might not even exist here. Huh? The hell? Whoa. Oh, was that a grave? Oh. you tried to get me with that. Uh-huh. Yeah. I don't think so. You're not nearly as scary as the anglerfish, sorry. Oh, you don't show up though. Huh. I think the Nomai one is still my favorite. That kind of music just hits so hard for me. It's like the one that like makes me well up with tears a little bit every time I hear it. Oh, I see them. When my kind found the eye and realized what it was capable of, they were terrified. It was too difficult to truth. Like a light too bright to look upon directly, it burned them. They could not unlearn was hidden away in darkness. Obfuscated, then lost. They did not want to see their story end. My kind weren't always like this. We weren't always so afraid. I did what I could to set things right, yet I am still of my kind, and you know now what they did. I cannot promise our fear won't stain your mind. And so, a choice. Are you certain you want to remember me? Join us. Let's see what happens. I don't want to repeat my kind's mistakes, but if you're willing to take the risk, then so am I. Oh! Can't wait to play with the whole group again. Can I start? Yeah. Okay, I won't let you down. What do you say then? Should I get out the old harmonica? Here goes nothing. What do you say, time buddy? Ready to start the music? Heh, this should be cool. Shall I begin? Well then, here I go. Should I begin? You got it, I'll do my best. I hadn't dared to hope that anyone would hear the signal for how briefly I set it free. Yet, here we are. Are you ready for the final step? Yes. And it's time. Time to send our spark out into the darkness. Conscious observer has entered the eye. I wonder what happens now. Is it time to find out? The song is new to me, but I am honored to be a part of it. How beautiful. It's different than I'd envisioned. Whatever happens next, I do not think it is to be feared. Wow, how long has it been since I got to make music with everyone around a campfire? I'm really happy we're all here. Cut it a little close, don't you think? Well, it worked out alright in the end, I suppose. I hope there are beasties in the next one. I tell you what, this has been really fun, and I got to help make something pretty cool, so I've got no complaints. I mean, not me exactly, but close enough. It's the kind of thing that makes you glad you stopped and smelled the pine trees along the way, you know? I learned a lot by the end of everything. Past is past now, but that's, you know, that's okay. It's never really gone completely. The future is always built on the past, even if we won't get to see it. Still, it's, time for something new now. Even if it's over now, I had a good time learning. But I think the rules are about to change. I believe we've reached the end of our journey. All that remains is to collapse the innumerable possibilities before us. Are you ready to learn what comes next? I admire your curiosity, friend. Let's find out together. you for the hydrate spurt. God damn it. Oh. Okay. That's funny. Okay. My thoughts on the game. Okay. You want to know what my thoughts are? Persona is a... Well, I mean, look. It's... It's still, like... I think that's totally valid if you would put Xenoblade above that game. And you know what? Honestly, for the longest time, that game tied for me with being my favorite, which is Persona 5. And I could not for the life of me pick between one or the other. I eventually just settled on 5 being my favorite game, and it's just because that game also did a lot of things for me. If you want to talk about my experience playing video games, Persona's the first time I played something that was not a Mario platformer, or Mario Kart, or Mario Tennis, or Smash, or this or that. Some classic arcade games, Space Invaders, whatever. Like, I did not know for the longest time that games could be so much more than what I had experienced growing up. So, I played Persona, and that just, like, shifted my entire worldview, basically. Because that's the first game I ever played that really, like... I finished that game, and it showed me that there was, like, a whole other universe in terms of games. Well, actually, kind of what Reiko said, games as art. Like, games that do more than just be things that are fun to play, which is valid. Actually, we'll be playing a game pretty soon that I think is just purely fun to play. It's a remaster of one of my favorite platformers ever, and it's purely just a joy just to play. I don't think the story's good. I don't think anything else about it is really something to write home about, but I just think it's a really fun game to play, and that's all I really care about with it. But then I played stuff like this, and I started realizing that this is really why I play video games, is to experience them as an art form. And I think you could pretty reasonably say that if nothing else, even if these games aren't your favorite games ever, you could say still, if you know anything about these other ones, they're art forms. All games are art forms, but these games specifically are like a whole experience. You don't see it with Persona, really. Have you ever played one before? I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinion. So if that's the way that you genuinely feel, then I totally get it. But Persona is so much about connections and relationships and facing yourself and facing the world, society, going against the norms, standing up for yourself, rebelling a little, taking your life into your own hands, all those kinds of things. Like, all those themes run through Persona just in a general sense. So for me, at least, these games hit home and are also really stylish and fun to play at the same time. So that's why I love them. Xenoblade is a very similar thing. Sparky asked, why is Xenoblade beloved by many? I think it's for similar reasons. I think it's just, to me, Xenoblade... It still fights me a little bit as being my favorite game ever, because this game is truly what I would call a journey, an adventure, something that I feel like I would see written in a book. And it encompasses a lot of the same ideas of friendships, relationships, emotions, fighting for a better world, fighting for your own, like, to bring peace to yourself and your friends, and to have the whole journey be about something greater than just whatever your life may have started as, whatever mundane things you were experiencing and living through. You know, this is the kind of game where it's like it evolves into something so grand and greater than where it begins, that once it's done, once you reach the end of this story, you just lean back and you're like, man, because you realize what a game like this is really about, what it's trying to accomplish, the message it's trying to convey. So it still fights for first sometimes. It really does. And look, if you don't like Persona, like, that's fine, I get it. It's an anime game. I won't lie about that. It has its tropes. It's not perfect. I'm not saying this is a perfect game. I'm not saying it's flawless. Any game I put in first place is not going to be perfect. I will never use that word to describe anything because I don't think anything is perfect. So, yeah, it has its drawbacks. It's not for everyone, and I get that, and that's fine. For me personally, it hit home, and for a lot of people I know, it hit home. That doesn't mean everyone loves it, and that's fine. Regardless, in a general sense, this is why these games are where they are, as far as being my favorites. It's because they just all sought to convey something, an emotion, that very much resonates with me. And I feel pretty happy putting Outer Wilds here now, because I think it falls in that same line of thinking. Not that it's in any way like any of these games, not what I'm saying. But just that this is a game where I feel like they made this with the intention of really making you feel something, making you think, making you experience. And when you come out the other end, you just, like I do right now, don't even know what to say, honestly. I don't know what to say about this game. This list has been pretty solid for years. Granted, Persona 3, pretty new. I had never played that before, so I guess you could say that the list has changed a little bit in more recent times, but for the most part, I played these two other games a long time ago, so this is a pretty, this was a pretty defined list, in my opinion. So for this game to come in and kick even one of these out of its spot, if that doesn't say enough about how incredible of a piece of art that this game is, then I don't know what else does. Especially since, like I said, Xenoblade continuously fights for first up here. And I'm saying I like Outer Wilds more than Xenoblade, so that's, like, then in that case, if that's what I'm saying, then I don't know, is Outer Wilds my favorite game ever? Like, I have a hard time even saying that this is the order that these are in now. I feel like they just all are now contesting for first, is what this feels like. In some ways, I kind of hate putting a number on it, because it's like, I just don't even know how to differentiate here. I don't have to play favorites. Yeah, I don't. I know. And that's something I've tried to tell myself in the past, is that I don't have to play favorites. I don't need to pick one over the other. But regardless, this, yeah. Yeah. Your list of this sort is not ranked against each other. Yeah. And maybe that is the way I should start looking at it, because the older I get, the more I discover that there are more than just one or even two games that sit in this realm in my heart. And if Outer Wilds proved to be yet another one, then I'm sure this list will just continue to grow. And so maybe I shouldn't compare them to each other or rank them against each other or anything like that. I think they are all beautiful games in their own way. And you know what? I just said that I thought Persona 5 is a very flawed game. I just said that I've never used the word perfect before. But if we're to compare anything, you know what? You know what I can say in absolute confidence right now? Outer Wilds is the closest to being flawless that I have ever experienced. That's something I can say right now with literally zero doubt in my mind. I think these two other games are flawed. I think there's a lot about them that still could be better, but this game, I would struggle to think of something that holds this game back. So, I don't know. But either way, top three, top one, if they're all on the same level, whatever you want to call it. I think this is a pretty solid idea, nonetheless, of the kinds of things that I really cherish in a video game. As for my exact thoughts on Outer Wilds, I do not know that that is something I would be able to find the words for. Maybe I'll come back to that someday. Did I cry? I did cry. Again, yeah, I did. I didn't expect to, but I did. The ludonarrative of Outer Wilds is so intensely well crafted, it's actually insane. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You can finally talk, gosh, yeah. Yeah, that's right, you and I are supposed to talk about it. Huh? Sword and I will rant your ears off. Well, please do. I would be very inclined to have a deeper conversation about this, for sure. I just, right now, man, I don't know. Also, just on the topic of, like, you know, not every game is for everyone. I have seen people say that they quit Outer Wilds because they thought it was obscenely boring. So, it's all personal opinion. It's all subjective. Everyone has their favorites. Everyone thinks their own feelings about any source of media. So, this is just my personal list. Imagine if you heard this music, then you could see Outer Wilds blind again. Yeah, gosh. At this point, you're just entirely an Outer Wilds shaped hole. Anyway. Actually, you know what? I don't have a lot of time left, by the way. I've got like 5 minutes or so. But what I will say in that brief time is, actually, I want to get your opinion on something. Just save this, that's fine. There we go. I'll address. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Thanks for joining the Pepper Pile. Welcome on in. Did I open File Explorer? No, but I saved an image. I know, it probably buffered. I'm sorry. I don't know what that is. That gets so annoying. I don't know why my computer can't handle that. Um, we're gonna play this next. I know I mentioned Echoes of Wisdom. Here's the thing. This is gonna be a much shorter game. I would be surprised if this game takes us more than like 3 streams. Maybe 4 maximum, but I think Echoes is gonna take us like 8 or 9 or 10. Because Zelda is just inherently a longer game. I've also not played it before, so that experience is just going to be a little bit different. What I wanted to ask, though, is that I do have 2 streams still before this game will actually come out. So, what we can do that I want your opinion on, and I am completely indifferent here, so this is entirely your decision, so don't just leave it up to me or something. I'm genuinely asking all of you because I don't care one way or another. We can start Echoes for the next couple of days and play that, and then just switch off that game for a little bit while we play this one. And then we can come back to Echoes, or we could fill the next 2 streams with a couple of other things instead that are kind of miscellaneous, like one-time stream things. Play this, and then play Echoes from start to finish. So whichever all of you would prefer. And if you're wondering what I would do for the 2 streams if it's not Zelda, something that comes to mind is on the 14th, Windblown will be releasing a demo. I'm very interested in playing that. It's a little bit of like a Hades-ish style roguelike, it sort of looks like. It's very furry coded. It looks fun. They're releasing a demo for that. I'm kind of interested, so maybe I'd stream that for that stream. And then the following stream, maybe... I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I'm not entirely sure. But I could come up with something for that. And... yeah, and then that... So we would fill streams with just some miscellaneous stuff like that. Or we can play Zelda for 2 days. Then play this, then come back to Zelda. That is up to you. However all of you feel about that. So... So, That said, thank you everyone for watching me play Outer Wilds. I'm very glad that I experienced this game on stream. I think I would have certainly loved it on my own, but I think I cherished it even more because I got to share the experience with all of you from start to finish. And to me, that's very special. I'm very thankful for that. I'd love to see all of you stick around for any future things we do. But if you came here just to watch Outer Wilds, you know, more power to you, because I totally understand. I have wanted to watch other people play Outer Wilds, and just kind of exclusively that game. So, you know, I would totally get it if that was the main thing you were interested in. Which, regardless, whether it was just for that or whether you might stick around for other things, I just want to say the fact that you were here at all, that you chose me specifically to watch play through that game, means a lot. So thank you. That's all you're here for, unfollowing now? Uh-huh. No, like, for the record, genuinely, I don't mean it like that. I don't mean any, like, ill will or anything like that. I'm, like, genuinely, I'm saying, like, people naturally want to watch very specific games, so I'm honored for anyone here that specifically wanted to watch me play Outer Wilds. So thank you. I hope that came out right. I didn't want that to be like weird or anything. Hopefully you got what I meant by that, but glad I got to share as much as you did of it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, people just want filler games? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. I'll check out the Windblown demo next stream then. Which, by the way, should be Monday, the 14th. Oh, so I also have my eye appointment the 14th. That starts at 12:15 my time. I'm sure it'll be no more than like 30 minutes, probably. I'd be surprised if it's like even an hour, but even if it is an hour, then I'd still wind up starting like between 1 and 3 p.m. like I usually do, so that'll be fine. Yeah, so look forward to that. Then Sunday the 20th, I'll also write all this down on my Discord server for anyone that's in there, but Sunday the 20th, that would be my next stream weekend. Currently my streams are a little broken up. I don't get full weekends until the 20th starts. Then that's when the 21st I will play Sonic, because that game comes out on the 25th technically, but you could also play it a little bit earlier on the 21st, and I'm gonna do that because I'm excited. So yeah. Anyway, I guess we look for a raid target, shall we? End on a little bit of dark bramble. Lovely. Let's raid. Windblown will release its demo on the 14th. It's gonna go early access a little bit later than that, but specifically it's gonna have like a single player demo that comes out on the 14th. Let's give Extreme Pajamas a raid. I haven't gone over there in a little bit. They're nice. I like them. Extreme Pajamas. There we go. We hate Dramble. My model's shaking. Am I cold? It's just my light. My room's getting a little bit darker. My tracking starts to struggle the less light comes in, so it's fine though. We're ending stream, so it's not that big of a deal. Yeah. Give them a good old upper pile. Bouncing in. Use those emotes if you got them, otherwise anything will work. And yeah, I don't have much else to say. I think that's it. Well, I'm sure I will have more to say about Outer Wilds at some point. I think for now, just between needing to head out because I have plans and such, and also because I just finished it officially, I think my brain's just a little blank. But it's in my top 3. So that in itself says quite a lot already. So have fun, y'all. See you later. Have a nice evening. Love all.